Good afternoon, beautiful souls. Welcome to Align to Divine. I am Tamara, and we are here for live readings at this new time of 1 o'clock on Thursday. So I did do a little poll to see. What time suited people best, and this was the most clicked on. So we may have to play around a little bit, but for now, this is where we are at, and we will see how we go. So let's start off with a weekly reading for the collective. Actually, share this to a couple of places first. Share. Hi, Belinda. I see you. It's lovely to see you too. Just give me a second. I'm just going to pop this out into a couple of places. All right. And if you feel called, please share out to your people as well. How good were those cards the other day? They the Mystical Healing Oracle, they're a relatively new deck for me, and I find that they pack a little bit of a punch. They're Inner Seagull, so Inner Seagull also do a deck, which I don't have handy right now, I don't think. No, I don't. Just trying to think of the name. Heal Yourself. They're the Heal Yourself Oracle cards, and they are quite confronting also. So very happy to be able to use those. I felt cool to pop them out there for whoever needed the message. All right, 2 more seconds. Bring this up so I can see your comments. There we go. Hi, Lisa. Welcome, welcome. Lovely to see you. Okay. I'm going to start these with just a card for the collective to see what collective energy we've got going on right now. I think there's some big astrological things going on, which is usually the way. But I don't follow that close enough to be able to tell you what that is. So, all right. So this is for the collective. So strength. The grace and inner strength needed to overcome challenges, the power of kindness and forgiveness. Time to embark. Time to embark. It's time to embrace how powerful. Oh my goodness! I should read. That's not what it says on the card, but maybe, because that's maybe the message as well. It says time to embrace how wonderful you are, but it's also time to embrace how powerful you actually are. I believe that it is a time of reclaiming your power, becoming more aware of where it is that you are giving your power away, to whom, who takes it from you, who demands it from you. Excuse me. And being able to reclaim that as yourself, and and then starting to live from that place of your self-empowerment. So what else have we got here? The world. A brilliant success, the freedom to go in any direction, a journey that is now complete. So there is a lot of stuff going on for lots of people right now, but I feel like we are at a turning point as a collective and individually around stepping out of the struggle, stepping out of the old story, stepping out of the old frequency that you were in. And it's like we are all choosing to raise our standards and to not put up with the bullshit anymore. And being able to go, hang on a second, this is actually what I want. And then following that and then chasing that within your own personal power. And being able to share your light individually with those who need it as well. Because I know if you've been following me for a while, we've all been on this path for a long time. And we've all been working on our stuff, and we've all been trying to release ourselves from all of the like limiting beliefs and stories and things that have stood in our way of being able to shine our light in the world. So, sorry, I've got to see what's on the bottom. Look at this. That's funny. It says, letting go of people or things that no longer serve you. Now is the time to focus on your career, unmarried or divorced individuals. So it really is it's an individual journey back into ourselves in order to be able to shine our light outwards. And I know we've been doing this work for a long time. That's where I was going with that before. I was lost my train of thought. I don't know whether you picked up on that. So we've been doing this work for a long time. But there are people that are just starting. There are a lot of people that are just starting. There are a lot of people that are just coming to realize that there's a whole heap of things in their lives that are not in alignment. And I don't know if you remember the start of your journey, but it's not a very pleasant place to be. So now is the time for that shift. And you'll feel that there is a lot more of that shift happening with a lot of people that you know, and I'm seeing it a lot in the people that I'm working with and that I am surrounded by, actually. So just remember that you are very strong. You've got the strength to do this. You've been doing it for eons now, and there's light at the end of the tunnel. There's beautiful things on the other side. And there are people out there that are waiting for you, okay? All right, so that is what's going on in the collective right now. I'm going to start a list. So if you are here and you feel called, I would love it if you share this out to your people, and if you can like this post as well, just to help me reach more, to help Facebook realize that more people need to be a part of the Aligned to Divine Energies. So it's all helpful, yeah, and it's all followed with extreme amounts of gratitude. And I also have a link in the description of the live stream here. Let me just give me a second, and I will pop it in the comments as well. For donations, all donations are gratefully received. You can pay as little or as much as you like. There we go. Yes, you can pay as little or as much as you like. All donations get you tapped to the top of the list, and you get to dive a little bit more into what's going on. So you get a bit more of an extended reading. So you'll probably hear me say that 1,000 times over the next week, next hour. So all donations just go towards me being able to show up and do this for you guys, and to be able to give more as well. So to shine my light in the world. Can I pin that? Thank you, Lisa. And thank you, Belinda, for sharing as well. Oh, there it is. There's a little thing down the bottom there that says pin. All right. Belinda, you're first, and I don't think I'm going to use these cards for you. I wish I had my Heal Yourself card down here. Because I feel like that's what you need today. You know what? Just give me 2 seconds. Just give me 2 seconds. I want to see if I can find them. Well, that was a lot easier than I was expecting. All right. Belinda. This one's for you. Excuse me, excuse my little sniffle and the occasional cough. I'm still just getting over the last dregs of my illness from last week, so it's still there. All right, Belinda. Oh, it's the Courage card. All right, all right. So I feel like there are a lot of things that you are putting off right now. Simply because you don't feel like you are strong enough to be able to undertake the journey to go through whatever it is that you need to decide to commit yourself to. Because whatever it is your next step. It is what it is that you need to be doing next. And it feels pretty big. But I do want to say on the other side of that is a sense of self and a feeling of being so comfortable within yourself that I don't know whether you've ever felt that before. I also want to point out that, and I don't know whether I did this for you last week as well, the nervous system is coming to mind. Finding some kind of somatic journey that will allow you to feel safe in your body and feel safe in your environment. That will take you out of flight or fight or freeze. Or fawn. There's 4 of them now, right? Excuse me. Procrastinating. You don't need to be scared. You are strong enough to do this. You are so much stronger than you actually believe that you are. So the nervous system will be really important for you, and I also think that like it's about tapping back into the feminine aspects of yourself. So it's not going to be something that you can just gung-ho and plan through and just keep doing and doing and doing and doing. That's not how you're going to be able to get through this process. It's going to be a lot of just tapping into how you're feeling, trusting the process, being open to receiving the answers, being open to receiving the flow of what needs to go, what needs to happen. Yeah. Yeah. Self-love. Look at this card. Oh my goodness. It's the Phoenix Rising card. So the Phoenix is the symbol of aligned to divine. Aligned to divine. When aligned to divine came through as a name, it's represented by the Phoenix, which is like rising from the ashes, knowing that you've been through so much, right? Knowing that you've had all of these experiences, and you've learnt all of these things, and you've had that struggle, yeah, and you've done the best you could with what you had to work with for your whole experience, right? But now it's time to burn away. Like, you're at that burning away phase of anything that's no longer serving you, right? Anything that you put into place that was helpful for you at the time that is only holding you back now. Hi, Sarah. So you are the Phoenix, and you are in the right place here at Aligned to Divine, because this is the shit that we do. We burn, and then we rise. Yeah? So whenever you are having trouble, whenever you are doubting yourself, remind yourself, I am the Phoenix. And at the moment I am burning, but I am going to rise. As a divine goddess. I'm going to rise as this amazing woman that loves herself and loves her life and loves everything about life. So whatever you're putting off, Belinda, do it. All right, sorry, I've got a bit of a intruder. Get rid of that. Fire destroys the old, so the new may flourish within me. Absolutely. All right. Well, you might have to stick with these cards today. Hi, Holly. Welcome. Welcome to Aligned to Divine. If you would like a card, pop a yes, please, in the comment section. I write a list and I read from the top to the bottom. But if you do want to be bumped to the top of the list, I have a donation link in the description of the live stream and pinned in the comment section here. And if you do make a donation, as little or as much as you like, then you get a bit more of an extended reading and you get bumped to the top of the list. So, welcome. Hi, Anne-Marie. Annie, beautiful Annie. All right. And Sarah, if you'd like a card, you pop a yes, please, in there as well. And Holly and Annie. All right. You're very welcome, Belinda. The Phoenix. Well, I'm not really surprised. I think we're pretty similar, actually, Sarah, from the time that we've spent in each other's presence and energetic presence. There's a lot of things about you that are the same for me, so not surprised by that at all. All right. Lisa, you are next, and I am going to stick with these cards because it's that kind of day. All right, let's shuffle a little bit more. All right, Lisa. Soulmate. I'm actually going to draw another one. Ooh, victim consciousness. These cards are a little bit punch in your face. All right. And patience. Okay. And the card at the bottom is entrapment. All right. So, I'm not sure if you're in a relationship or not, but I feel for you, Lisa, there is a yearning of that kind of deep love, and being able to be seen and being able to connect with someone on a completely different level, right? And the thing that is standing in the way of you creating that, no, not creating, of you attracting that to yourself. Oh, you're married. Interesting. Well, that's interesting. So this is all about taking away all of the things that you are feeling about not being seen, not being heard, not being loved in the way that you need to be loved, and taking away that expectation of receiving that from your husband, from outside of yourself. And find ways to fulfill that within yourself first. Because in order to attract the kind of love and relationship that we want, that we really desire, we need to embody that frequency ourselves. And I do need to say that if you do start doing this work and you find your frequency at a different space, there may be an adjustment that needs to be made in your relationship, or maybe a adjustment that needs to be made in your life. So it's about empowering yourself. It's about coming back to yourself. And I want to say, like, using your voice and being able to speak your truth, regardless of the reaction that's going to bring forth from others, right? Because this here, the entrapment card, see, I'm not even sure if it's about that, Lisa. Like, I think it's more like, I feel like you're holding on to a lot of stuff, right? I feel like you're holding on to a lot of anger and frustration and maybe even shame, right? There's a lot of stuff that you've internalized over years that has helped you keep the peace or avoid conflict or things like that, right? And that's what needs to be released. That's what needs to come up and out. Whether you do that, what I don't recommend is you go to your husband and go, you never, I don't recommend that you do that, because a lot of that stuff that we hold on to, they're just thoughts, right? And they may not be exactly how we feel or how we feel about the other person, right? They're just thoughts. But we press it and hold it and push it down so that we keep the peace and so that we can feel safe in our environment. Yeah. But safety is not allowing you, that safety that you've created through the suppression of yourself, the entrapment of yourself, is not allowing you to shine. It's not allowing you to be your full authentic self. It's not allowing you to follow the passions that you want in your life. Yeah, to attract the love and connection that you are I want to say seeking, but also like truly desiring, like it's really like ingrained yearning. That's the word that you're yearning for. All right. So allowing your victim to have a voice is a really good way to start. This is something that we work through week 2 of my short course, or month 2 over my long-term mentor period, depending on how deep you want to go into it. But I teach you the tools on how to express that voice and be able to release that anger and release that shame. So that's something that you would like to work with me for. Just send me a private message Send me a private message. I've got a few different options. but releasing, allowing your victim to have a voice. That's all of the things that you've suppressed. It's really unfair that blah 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 did this, and I really fucking hate it when such and such and such and such does that, or it makes me feel really shit when I can't do blah 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 blah. Like, it's all of those things that are suppressed and bottled down. So regardless of your relationship, it is something that, regardless of your relationship, this is something that you need to work on for yourself. Yeah, and what happens with your relationship after that is whatever happens. It's the right thing for you. So that was big. I brought these cards out today. Please reach out. Please reach out if you do want some support, if you do want more information, because this is what I'm really passionate about. So this is what I do. Yeah. This is what I've been through, and this is what I do. Yeah. Okay, that was a big one for you, Lisa. Now, Annie, thank you so much for your beautiful, kind donation. You get jumped to the top of my list. And I'm going to stick with these cards because they're packing a punch. Hi, Raphael. Welcome, welcome. If you would like a reading, pop a yes, please, in the comments. Hi, Val. How are you today? If you are new here, I read from, you go on my list, and I read from the top to the bottom, unless you make a beautiful, kind donation of as little or as much as you like, and then you get bumped to the top of my list and you get more in-depth reading, although it's looking like today they're going to be pretty full on. So, Annie, you are up next. Thank you so much. All right. For you today, Annie. I'm a little bit nervous. I don't pull these cards out very much, but it's one of those weeks, right? I pulled cards for people earlier in the week with my, what did I do with them? The Mystic Healing Oracle, which are in a seagull as well, and that they pack a little bit of punch as well. So, all right. Annie. Oh, look at this gentle, beautiful card. It is the healing card. Let's see. Okay. And have faith. And one more. Oh, inner child. Okay. So inner child healing and inner child work is, I believe, the most powerful thing that you can do in your healing process. Because a lot of us didn't have our needs met when we were children. And you may have had the greatest parents in the world, but there are still needs that you didn't get met. I've been doing a lot of work on this in the last week around my feelings of invisibility, which came from feeling invisible as a child. So one of the most healing things that you can do in your healing process is inner child work, connecting to that child that didn't have its needs met, and then being able to meet your child self's needs now as an adult. So it's reparenting. It's reparenting yourself, your inner child. Which I think you know this anyway, Annie, right? And this is the next part of your healing journey, because there's some deep healing that needs to be done for you. Yeah? And the card at the bottom is beauty. So it's all about how you see yourself. Yeah? Because I feel like Like, you're a very beautiful human, but I don't know whether you actually see that within yourself. Or you spend a lot of time focused on how you feel like you're lacking. Yeah, instead of reminding yourself that you are amazing, that you are beautiful, that you have this beautiful light that shines out into the world, right? I might have a quick look at the book for a couple of these. Okay, your body wants you to start treating it in a more loving manner and listening to the messages it's sending you. Again, I feel like this comes back to nervous system, the nervous system, right? Not feeling safe, and not feeling safe in your body, and not feeling safe in your life, and I don't mean like you feel like you're going to be attacked every 5 seconds, but you know, our nervous system puts ourselves out into our environment and gauges what's going on. And then it sends all this information to something in our brain called the amygdala, right? And the amygdala is what determines whether it's a threat or not. And if it determines it's a threat, then it will go into fight or flight, which is, you know, it shuts down your digestive system. It shuts down anything that you don't need to run away from a saber-toothed tiger, right? Because that's what it was in place for eons ago. So tapping is a great way to switch off that part of your amygdala that says this is a threat, because even the smallest things can be a threat for us. You know, not having our needs met, right? So tapping, I don't know whether you're doing a lot of that anymore or these days, but it's something that you need to come back to, and it's something that you need to spend more time with, even if you don't really know what it is that, that's where the inner child work's going to come in, right? So doing inner child meditation, connecting in with her and allowing her to guide you to what is the next thing. And even tapping while you're in meditation to be able to release the emotions and stuff that come up with that. Yeah. And it will allow you to change the way you see yourself. Yeah. And let me just have a quick look at this Have Faith card. Hey, Amanda. All right, so it's about trusting the process. And this is really the next step for you. This is really the next thing that needs to happen for you. So connecting, shifting energy over here. So it's about connecting back into your inner child and allowing yourself to feel safe in your environment, and using tapping to do that. So tapping and inner child work together is, your next step as well. Also, something that I do in my one-on-one programs. So if you are interested, send me a private message as well. Thank you, Annie. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you so much for your beautiful, kind donation. All right. Holly, are you still here? Just pop a heart or something in the comments for me. Well, looks like Raphael popped in and then popped back out again. Amanda, I'll pop you on my list. All right. We are sticking with these cards today. Oof. Or are are we? Okay, Spirit. Holly, if you can just let me know that you are still here. And Sarah, are you still here as well? Can't see your dots up the top. And if you're here, say hi. Let me know that you're here. If you'd like a reading, pop a yes, please, in the comment threads. You are so welcome, Annie. Thank you so much. If you would like to get bumped to the top of the list, beautiful Sarah's here. If you'd like to get bumped to the top of the list, I have a donation link pinned in the comment thread and pinned to the comment thread or in the description of this live stream. Anyone that contributes a donation of as little or as much as you like gets bumped to the top of the list, and we dive a little deeper for you. So all right, Sarah, I think you are next because Holly is not answering me and I won't read for someone that's not live. So let's read for you, Sarah. Mel. So that is not something that that I focus on. Mel says, "Can you help me see angels?" That's not something that I focus on, but I could give you tools on how to connect in with yourself in order to create an environment that will allow that to happen for you. Does that make sense? I'm doing readings, Mel, so if you would like one, just put a yes, please, and we'll see what comes through for you. All right, Sarah, let's stick with these ones. Let's stick with these Heal Yourself cards, hey? So grateful that they were just on the shelf over there and I didn't have to search for them too far. All right. How teachable are you? That's very interesting. Oh, entrapment. And soulmate. What do we got on the bottom? And sexuality. Interesting. Interesting. All right. So, all right. I believe that there is more. Can you tell I'm being careful, right? There is more that you need to learn and understand about yourself. That will shift some things for you. All right. So we've got the entrapment card again, and I feel like these two kind of go hand in hand. I kind of want to be really gentle because anyway, so I don't know how to go about this. The soulmate card, right? This is one true love. Yeah, that's the message that I'm getting. It is one true love. But there is more that you need to learn about yourself. There's more that you need to learn about yourself that will release this feeling that maybe Sometimes I have to remind myself I'm just the channel, right? Just the messenger. So I want to say maybe there's something about your circumstances right now that's not feeling fluid and open and flowing in a way that feels comfortable. Not comfortable. That's not the right word. That feels right for you, but you may not feel like there is anything that you can do about it at this particular moment. But it's time to take a look at your truth. It's time to take a look at your truth and be open to your different perspectives. It's not even about everyone else's different perspectives. It's being open to your different perspectives about your certain situation. And I want to say the truth about the realities of your true feelings. All right. So I hope that makes sense for you. I'm trying to word that in a way that allows you to understand the full meaning. So yes, whatever it is that's not sitting quite right with you, it's because there's an underlying truth that you're not facing right now, because it will change things for you. But you're also feeling quite trapped in a situation that's no longer in alignment with you. So it's time to dig a little deeper and connect back in to your truth, and allow the universe to support you in creating the truth, creating what's really in alignment with you. Yeah. That's yes. So I actually have something to say about that, the antidepressants. I want you to do some research into serotonin in the stomach, right? And improving your gut health, because I don't believe that you actually need those. I believe that there is an imbalance within your gut that is an imbalance within your gut that is that's not building serotonin, and serotonin is what we need for all the good things, right? And a lack of serotonin will contribute to the feelings of depression, and it will also contribute to the symptoms of ADHD. So do some research into gut health. Do some research into raising your serotonin levels, and also do some research into natural supplements that you can take that will help you with those symptoms of ADHD as well. And a lot of it comes down to shifting our diet, so the things that we're consuming, and also the imbalances with what's the word? Dopamine. I was like, where is my head going with that? Yes, so the doctors are great, but maybe I also want to put it out there that you may be able to see a more natural and holistic approach to the situation as well. So maybe a naturopath or something like that as well. Yeah. So for my undiagnosed ADHD, I take something called L-theanine, which has completely changed the way, like, I don't hit my 2 o'clock slumps anymore. I feel more motivated. Everything's more in order. Like, I'm not getting that stupid brain fog anymore. L-theanine, I'll give you a little bit of a list, right? L-theanine, vitamin D with K2, and what are they? Fish oil tablets like omega-3s, and what was the other one? Vitamin D, K2, L-theanine, a methylated multivitamin. Make sure it's methylated. All right, you might have to Google that one to buy it from the internet, but a methylated multivitamin. And that just means that it's broken down already and your body doesn't have to break down in order to absorb it. So I'm not a doctor. I want to put that out there. I'm no doctor. I don't have a degree in medical, but I do know that this is what I take for me and this is what works for me. So I just want to put that out there for you as well. Hey, Deborah. Welcome, welcome. Oh, okay. So I'm not connected to stars. So please don't send me stars because I don't know where that goes because I haven't set that up. So yes, absolutely, Sarah. I'm more than happy to help you with that because I believe that there are a lot of people that are on antidepressants that don't need to be just because the doctor goes, okay, you've got all these symptoms. This is what we prescribe for that. Yeah. Obviously something that I'm very passionate about also. It's funny because I'm learning to discover that there are lots of things that I'm actually really passionate about. Okay. Sarah. So Val, are you still here? Now Amanda said she had to duck away, I think. Had to jump off, need to drive 10 minutes, come back and see if you're still on. I'll probably still be here. All right. Don't apologize, Deborah. I just don't want you to, pay for something that's not getting to me. If you do want to make a donation, I do have a link pinned to the description of this, pinned to the comment section here and in the description of this live stream. It's a PayPal link. You can donate as little or as much as you like, and every donation is gratefully received and goes towards me being able to continue to do this for you guys. So yeah, I totally get that. I very consciously knew that I had reached the end of my personal ability to deal with what was going on and that I would only need them for a short time, yeah. And you know what? It's all trial and error, right? It's all... I got prescribed them once. I never really dealt with anything well, and I spent a lot of time smoking marijuana to escape from my truth. And when I stopped smoking, I went to the doctor for some support, and they prescribed me antidepressants. And I knew very much then that I did not want to trade one drug for another. And that there was a different way. Fortunately, when I went and saw the first doctor, who just happened to be a temp fill-in for the day, she was amazing. And I think all I needed at the time was to be able to talk about it and to be seen and heard. So when I did go back for my mental health plan, the doctor that I saw then was like, here's a script, let's do that to start with, and then we can have a chat about, how we're going to go about this for you. And I was like, thanks, see you later. Because I knew that I didn't want to trade one drug for another. So, and the more I learn, the more I learn about ADHD and how it affects me, the more of a dive I've gone in on just learning about how the body works and how the body and the brain works, and just like I've learned a lot in the last 12 months, to be perfectly honest. So I'm very happy to share what I'm learning, because I find it really fascinating how it all kind of works together. So okay, so Val, you are up next, darling. And I have Sharon, you are on my list as well. So if you are here and you do feel called to share this out to your people, I would love that as well. Love to reach as many people as possible. And the more you share, if you want to like this post as well, the more action I get, the more people I get to reach. So if you could do that for me as well. Yeah, the mind and body and spiritual connection just fascinates me. Absolutely fascinates me. And how we create disease in our body from our thoughts and our beliefs and our words. Yeah, and not processing our emotions properly. Fascinates me. Okay, Val. We've got the kick-ass cards out today. We are Heal Yourself Oracle by Inner Seagull. So we are diving into truths that may not be fully in the light for you. So be prepared. Okay, what does Val need to know today? Pay attention to the signs. So your world, your spiritual world, are trying to show you what you need to know right now. What's the sexuality cards? I kind of take this as feeling safe in your body, actually. Ooh, hole in the soul. I'm going to read that from the book, actually. And pride. Okay. Okay. So, I feel like there is a version of yourself that you feel you have to be in order to be seen in the world. And I'm wondering if you are maybe over-sexualizing yourself in order to gain some attention because you feel like you're not being seen. And I want to say that you don't need to do that. You don't need to do that. Alright, I'm actually going to read this out for you, Val. It's the Hole in the Soul card. Because it's quite confronting. Look at it. It says, one way your childhood wounds disrupt an extraordinary life is through low-grade depression experienced as a perpetual empty feeling. If, as a child, you tried to make everything all right by picking up the pieces of your family drama, then you adopted a false self. When you lose your authentic self, you disconnect from your true feelings, needs, and desires. Instead, you wear a mask to make others feel more comfortable. Being detached leads to profound loneliness and isolation, as you are always mourning your true self. This actually, I feel like crying right now. This card encourages you to discover your true self through learning about your childhood and mourning the abandonment and neglect you felt. Yeah, it makes me want to cry, to be perfectly honest. Let me just have a quick look at this. Alright, so depression. Okay, I saw Jim Carrey speak about this, and I found this to be extremely accurate, right? It's your body's way of saying, I don't want to be this avatar anymore. And it's the avatars, the masks, right, that you've created in order to feel safe and to feel comfortable and to feel Sorry about the noise. I don't know if you can hear that. Gardener decided that now is a great time to trim the hedge at the front. And now I've completely lost my train of thought. Yes. Depressed. Thank you. That was a good reminder. So the depression is your body's way of saying, I don't want to be this avatar anymore. So it's about taking off the masks, right? Knowing that you don't have to please everybody. You don't have to please anybody except for yourself. Bless you. Alright. So this is the card at the bottom. It's pride, and I'm actually going to read this out for you as well. It says, when you are prideful, you can become... Actually, I'm going to hold that up. Because it is the masks too, isn't it? Right? When you are prideful, you can become harsh and not conscious of your weaknesses. They can temporarily make you feel more powerful and superior to others, whilst at the same time cause you to be judgmental, unteachable, and hardened. Okay. So, the thing about judgment is, what we judge others for is the things about ourselves that we don't like. And I feel like you've been taught that there are a lot of things about you that are not likable. And I want to tell you today that that is absolute bullshit. Alright? Because you are not all the things that you can't do for others. And your worth is actually not attached to what you can do for other people. And it feels like for you, Val, it's not even masks. It's like an armor. Yeah? It's like a deflection. Like you've got this shield up and everyone just pings off of it because that's how you feel safe. Yeah? Alright. So I feel like I could tell you this, right? I could tell you all of this, and that helps you. That you can take away that knowing, right? Although I feel like you know most of this yourself already, yeah. But I am all about making sure that you can walk away from this feeling like you can take steps towards healing that for yourself. Now, I do one-on-one work with this. All right, I am a self-integration mentor, which is about breaking down your barriers, breaking down all your limiting beliefs, and being able to come back to your authentic self. Yeah, and that mostly is about creating safety in your body and inner child work. Right. So I want you to take away from this that you are not all of the things that you believe about yourself. And the whole world is not looking at you going, she is such a bad person. I would say that no one really thinks that. Just give me a second. Are you almost done?
What?
I'm actually on a call right now.
Yeah.
Can you come back and do this in 10 minutes?
Okay.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Are you
Thank you.
finished? Yeah.
Yeah, that's alright. I just can't hear what I'm doing and they can't hear me, so thank you.
No worries.
Give me about 15, maybe 15 or 20 if
Yeah,
you're still
you're
around.
right.
Right. Thank you. Sorry. So I wanted you to walk away with being able to do something, yeah? And it's not about changing everything all at once, because that's not how it works, right? For you, Val, I want you to become more aware of your internal dialogue. Yeah? Because I feel like there's a lot going on up here. So set the intention to spend more time outside. Definitely spend more time outside. The nature is such a healing component, right? And it allows us to ground ourselves into our bodies instead of being all up in our heads, right? And become more aware of your internal dialogue. So catch yourself when you're in a negative spiral, right? And remind yourself that you are not those things. If it helps, write these things down. Write the negative thoughts down and then flip them. See if you can. So write down a negative belief and then flip it to the exact opposite, because the exact opposite of what we believe is what is actually true. Yeah? So if you can try and make it a conscious process to go, oh, hang on, I'm being really hard on myself right now. What is the opposite of what I'm thinking? Okay, and then say out loud, this is what's true for me. And say your positive statement out loud. This is what's true for me. Say it out loud. Trapped in your head. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. So, okay. All I want you to do to start with is to find ways to ground back into your body. Tapping is great. So EFT. Going outside and just spending some time on the earth, right? With bare feet on the earth. It can be as simple as stopping and allowing yourself to breathe. Allowing yourself to breathe in, hold, breathe out. Some long, deep breaths. That will reset yourself. There's so many other things. Find ways to ground yourself. Find ways that will shift you from your head and into your body. I could talk about it all day. But that's mainly what you need to do right now, because the version of you that you have created right now is nowhere near the authentic person of your true self. Yeah. And it's really just about finding that switch from the negative to the positive. And being able to see yourself in a light that is more in alignment with you. And if you do feel called, dive into some inner child stuff. Find where the root cause of these beliefs came from. Because it started as children. Always starts when we're kids. All right. Who do I still have with me? Sharon? Sharon, are you still here? And Deborah. Oh, I just realised. It's you, Deborah. Changed your last name. You're so welcome, Val. You have all the answers that you need within. You just need to feel into your body instead of letting your brain lead you. Because our thoughts are not real, are certainly not true, right? Deb. All right. Sharon. Thank you for being here today. If you feel called to donate, the link is pinned in the comment section. All donations are gratefully received. Oh, all right. one flew out of the deck for you, Sharon. All right. I've got Sharon and Deb on my list. Is there anyone else here that I have missed? If I have, please let me know in the comments. And I'll pop you down, and you guys will be my last ones for today. Oh, okay. All right. So this card flew out for you, Sharon. It is the self-love card. And the thing that I love the most about this card is all the beautiful divine feminine energy that flows from it. Yeah. Because for so many of us, we are stuck in our masculine, not stuck, but we spend the predominant amount of our time in our masculine energy. And our feminine energy gets shoved to the side and locked away. But the reality of being a balanced human means that we need to have a balance between both the masculine energy and the feminine energy so that we can flow between the two depending on what it is that we are doing, what it is that you're doing, and what energy needs what energy you need at the time, right? So there is a excess of masculine energy for you, and I feel like that's maybe something that's just been consistent through your whole life, because for most of us it is, right? But there is a path back into alignment for you, Sharon, that I feel like you are already on, right? I feel like you're already starting to make changes. It's about speaking your truth. Say what you mean. Say what you mean. You don't have to tiptoe around other people's feelings. You don't have to tiptoe around other people's reactions, right? Because you are not responsible for other people's reactions. What you are responsible for is how you respond, right? And your truth may offend people, and your truth may upset people, all right? And that is okay. That's a them problem. That's not a you problem. Yeah. I also want to say that there may be a fear of losing people, or some abandonment, right? Maybe abandonment wound there that needs to be looked at. But people come into our lives. Some are here for a small time, and some are here for a season, and some are here forever, right? But we call people into our lives for specific reasons, for specific times. So not everyone is meant to stay. And if you are trying to rise into a different version of yourself that is more in alignment with you, then you may need to release some of the people that are not going to move with you. That's a nice way of putting it. Because if you are doing all this work and creating this new life for yourself and this new way of being for yourself, and they are down here, they are just going to continue to want to drag you down, right? But that's not going to be helpful. So don't be afraid to let those people move out of your life. That's what I'm trying to say. Don't be afraid to let people move on, so that they can surround themselves with people that are more of their vibration. And you can start surrounding yourself with more people of your vibration, right? The one that you're working towards. The one that's more in alignment with your true self, right? So don't be afraid to speak up for yourself. Don't be afraid to speak your truth. And don't be afraid to upset people. Hey, Jocelyn. 25. So the next card is the Alchemy card, which I'm just going to read out because I am not familiar with this one. Alright, well, it kind of just goes in line with what we were talking about, right? It says, you have an opportunity to take a big leap in your level of consciousness. It is extremely important that you focus on letting go of any negativity and beliefs that no longer serve you. You have access to the energy of alchemy, which can transform the most challenging experiences into incredible gifts and miracles. Meditate and take action on your highest goals and dreams. They are on their way to coming true. Let go of your expectations. What is about to appear can surpass anything that you dreamed of. The most important part is that you are prepared and ready to receive. Receiving is a very feminine energy, darling. The energy around you is very potent at the moment, so make sure that you are using this time as productively as possible. Give yourself time for prayers, gratitude, and celebration. And these two cards here, so help from above and pay attention to signs, they are your spirit team. 100% backing you, 100% guiding you, showing you the way, showing you what's next. All right, you've got all of this support in the spiritual realm, so please don't forget to ask for it. Yeah, because they can't really do anything without you going, hey, can you help me with this? All right. So allowing that beautiful divine feminine energy to come in for you, Sharon, being able to speak your truth and know that you are creating an amazing life for yourself that is more in alignment with your true self. Yeah. So allow what needs to happen around you to happen. Also, just want to put out there that before we take this big leap, right? Before we move into this next level of ourselves, we're shifting energy. That's good. Before we take that next, we go up to that next level that we're working towards, things seem to go to shit, right? Things feel like they're falling apart. Feels like the world is squeezing you, right? But the truth is, it's all happening for you, right? It is just the universe going, you don't need that, you don't need that, you don't need that. In order for you to live in this next level, you're not going to need that. And it feels incredibly uncomfortable. But it's all part of the process. So just try and remember that when things feel hard and when things feel shit, just remember it's part of the process. You know, the universe is working for me right now, and this is just allowing me to get to my next level. Yeah. Easier said than done, but definitely a reminder that needed to be reminded today. All right, Deb, this one is for you. Got a little bit more time and then I am going to have to jump off. So I'll read for Deb and I will read for Jocelyn and then I am done for the day. Also, just a reminder that there is a donation link pinned in the comment section. So if you feel called, if you like your reading today, or you just want to contribute to me being able to show up and do this and connect with you guys more often, there is the donation link. You can donate as little or as much as you like, and every donation is gratefully received. So it is pinned in the comment section, and, well, it was pinned in the comment section. And it is in the description of the live stream as well. Oh, and I might get those stars sorted to see. Say that every time. All right, Deb, this one is for you. Pay attention to the signs. too many. So pay attention to the signs flicked out for you, Deb. And we have the Pride card. Oh, and the Hole in the Soul card. Okay, and Help from Above. And the bottom card is Self-Love. I'm starting to see a big theme through today's reading. So I know that you were here for Val's reading, Deb, and I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of what I said for her resonates with you as well. They are pretty much the same cards for you. What I do want you to know is that you are so divinely guided, right? I feel like you've got such strong intuition that you just dismiss because you don't believe that it may be true for you, or something along those lines, right? Yes, it did. Yeah. So I want you to take on board everything that I said for Val, because that 100% will work for you. Use the tools that you have in order to come back. You've got all of this intuition, you've got all this knowledge, right? And I feel like you know what you need to do. You just don't believe that you can do it, or you don't believe that you deserve to do it, right? But that's all that up in your head stuff, right? If you feel down into your body, I want you to really focus on your heart, right? I want you to focus on all the kindness that you give out. I want you to focus on all of the good that you do, yeah? Because you've got this beautiful heart, right? And it helps people feel warm and safe. And I would imagine that people, random people just tell you shit, right? That they wouldn't normally say to others, right? You've got this magnetism towards you that the world sees, but you don't believe that that's you. Like, you don't. Actually, and I don't even think it's believing. I think that there is not a connection for you between that person being who you actually are. Yeah. So all I want you to do this week is to breathe into your heart. Breathe into your heart and know that you deserve all of that kindness that you give out to other people. You need to start giving that to yourself. Yeah? Be kind to yourself. Breathe into your heart. Feel your heart. See it. See the energy of it surrounding you, and allow it to seep into every part of your being, right? And not just sharing it out with everyone else. What I also want to say to you, Deb, is to become very aware of your energy. Become very aware of how much you give out, how much people take from you. I feel like you're kind of surrounded by some energy. Excuse me, we're shifting energy. You're surrounded by some energy vampires, right? That will take and take and take and take and take from you, which leaves you feeling depleted and bad about yourself. So I don't know whether you've got any energetic practices that you put into place. How to clear your energy, how to protect your energy, or anything like that. But you kind of need to be able to bring that into your day-to-day practice. Fill yourself with a bubble. I use an octahedron, which I need to put that process out there for everyone, right? Because discovering my energy and how it goes out and how it gives out, because I used to feel so depleted all of the time, but I just gave and 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 gave until I had nothing left for myself. And I feel like that's what you do as well. So find a way to bring yourself into your energy, release anything that's not yours, call back anything that is yours, and then keep that contained, right? Put a container with it around yourself. And I'm not saying a shield, because shields are impenetrable, right? I'm saying a container. So you get to choose what goes out, and you get to choose what comes back in. Yeah. So what I am going to do is, all right. Next week, all right? Next week on Monday, I am going to do a live stream. I'll advertise it so everyone knows what time it is here on my page. And I'm going to walk people through the process that I do to protect my energy every day. So that, because I think it's so desperately needed, right? And every time I say this to someone else, then I'm like, oh, I've got to remember to, I've got to remember, and then I forget. So, next week, oh, hang on, Monday's a public holiday. It's going to have to be Tuesday. Next week, on Tuesday, I am going to go live, and I'm going to take people through the process of clearing and containing your energy. Actually, I'm going to do that in my private group. So, if you're not part of the Aligned to Divine Soul community, I'll put the link in the comment section here afterwards to make sure that you're in there, so everyone can come back and watch the replay afterwards. That's another thing that I need to tell everyone as well. I have added into the description of this live stream a link to my YouTube channel, because Facebook now deletes live streams after 30 days. So every time I do a live stream, I download it and then I upload it to my YouTube. So if you want to follow me on YouTube, so you can come back and rewatch your readings later down the track if you want to, then that's where they are. That's where they'll all be. And anything that I do on here that is a live stream will go onto my YouTube channel. So, so yes, Tuesday. I'm just going to make a note, otherwise I'll forget. Private group. All right. All right. So I'm going to leave that there for you today, Deborah, because I feel like you got most of what you needed from Val's reading as well. But don't forget to breathe into your heart. Whenever you're feeling like you're all up in your head and everything's going crazy, take a moment to put your feet firmly on the ground and breathe into your heart and allow that energy to pulsate through you, so that you can feel the strength and power of your own love. Yeah? Okay. Jocelyn, lucky last. It's the self-love card again, Jocelyn. My goodness, we've seen that a few times today. And that flew out of the card deck for you as well. Oh. Ooh, okay. Then you have the selling out card. Sorry, these ones are pretty confronting. And that flew out for you as well. And the how teachable card, that just dropped out for you as well. I'm going to pull just one more. I just want to feel like I have to shuffle just a little minute longer to see if anything else comes out. Well, they all want to fly out for you. Perhaps it's time for a reading, Jocelyn. Perhaps it's time for a reading. There is a link to my website in the description of this live stream as well, and all of the readings and stuff that I have available in my website. So Yes, if that is something that you feel called. I have some spaces available. All right. They are flying out. Discover your life purpose and wild. All right. All right. So this kind of tells a story. All right. Or not even a story, but a pathway forward for you. Before we go into that, I just want to have a quick look at the selling out card, because the description in this book is quite powerful. So, all right. Where in life are you selling out or acting out of integrity? Are you in a job that you hate? Are you living in a toxic environment and making yourself sick in the pursuit of financial security? This card asks you to find the courage to stand up for your convictions and take steps towards doing what you love. Okay. So right now, Jocelyn, you are doing something that you don't like very much. And you are doing it because you feel like you have to in order to create security. But I feel like the universe is squeezing you a little bit right now in order to encourage you to stop selling out on yourself and to change direction. This direction. So, it's about being honest with yourself for a start. Know that that is your truth, and that's okay, right? Don't allow yourself to judge yourself for things that are in alignment with your soul path and your soul journey, right? All right. So there is a direction that you want to take. Job is good, just some people that are toxic, some people I work with, but I handle them all right. Yes. This feels like an opportunity for you to change direction, Jocelyn. So, I'm wondering whether this true essence of you, this part of yourself, the wild woman within, right, who marches to the beat of her own drum, who shows up in the world simply as herself, regardless of what other people think, I'm not sure if you've seen much of her lately, but she's still there, right, because she is you, she is the one, she's the one sorry, I just had to let my cat out of my son's bedroom. She is the one that dances like nobody's watching, right? She is the one that gets in the car and sings at the top of her lungs, right? She is the wild woman within you who is trapped, right? But she is your guide, right, to this. To purpose. What you are meant to do will come from her, all right? Not her. You don't need to know how to do it. You don't need to know what it's going to look like, or what the outcome is going to be, right? You don't need to know all of the details, right? Everything that you need to know will be learnt along the way. But what you are doing right now is not in alignment with, it's not what you want to be doing. And I know it's not what you want to be doing. It's something that you're doing because it's, you know, it's a good job, and I get a regular income, and all of those things, right? But there is a passion within you. There is a path before you that will come from, where is she? That will come from her, yeah, because she is who you are. She's who you really are. All right? Seeing yourself as you are, and then allowing the universe to support you in creating a life that reflects her. Yeah, that reflects you. There is passion and purpose within you that you are denying because you have a good job. Right? And I also want to say that there are people out there that need what you are here to do. You know, that need what is your passion and your purpose and your drive. Yeah? Because there is something that only you can give them. All right? And I also want to say you're doing a disservice to the world if you keep it all to yourself. And that spirit tapping me on the shoulder as well, going, are you listening? Which has been quite a revelation for me today, just so that you know. Because I've got lots of things going on in the background that I've been keeping to myself, because there's that seed of self-doubt in my head that goes, you can't do that. What are you doing? You don't know what you're talking about. And I just realized today that that's all bullshit. And I know that it's all bullshit, but I've been allowing that voice in my head to dictate, and it's just not. So it's time to release all of those good ideas so that I can do the service to the world. And it's the same for you, Jocelyn. Same for you. Start small. You don't have to quit your job tomorrow and dive straight in, but allow that seed that's been planted to grow. Yeah, entertain it, right? And allow that wild woman within you to entertain it, right? Because it feels like it's something that's a little bit different to normal, a little bit different to everything that's out there. Yeah, and that's why it's needed. All right, so allow me to plant that seed for you. And you need to allow it to grow. All right, and please feel free to come back in and share, or even send me a private message to share what that is for you, what that little seed is for you, all right, or how it grows, because I would love to see what you do in the world. I'd love to see what you are here to do in the world. Okay? All right, that is me for today. Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you all for your beautiful, kind donations and your time and allowing me into your energy. This is what I love doing. Thank you for guiding me to my own self-realizations and allowing Spirit to tap me on the shoulder through your messages as well. That is truly a gift for me also. So thank you all very much. Have a wonderful week, and I will see you back here on Thursday at 1 o'clock if I don't see you before. Actually, I'll see you on Tuesday. Right? I'll see you on Tuesday. I'm going to organise that right now and put it out into the world right now. All right. Big love to you all. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.